guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Mariah, and here on my channel I post lifestyle and university-related content. So if you're interested, make sure you subscribe and turn the notification bell to all so you never miss a video. As you can see, I am joined by Daniel again, who happens to be my boyfriend. Anyway, I just rolled my eyes for some reason.
Says that with a smile on her face.
Anyway, so we're in the middle of cooking, and I thought, hey, let me ask some questions, ask and answer some questions. So over on my Instagram, not on the YouTube Instagram, sorry. Over on my Instagram, I got some of my friends to ask me questions that they wanted to ask. It could be about life, general, or our relationship, and most of them tend to, be about our relationship. So we thought, hey, let me do a little, I suppose, some mini boyfriend tag, I suppose that's what it's called. But yeah, we're gonna do that, and I'm just gonna jump into it because we on a, a tight schedule because we want food. All right. So the first question is, what is your favorite food?
You can't eat it. Which is good for me.
Alright, then salmon.
Yeah.
Okay, because I can't eat. So then what would you say?
I do good salmon.
It looks like
salmon.
it looks like
Yeah.
What would you say my favourite food is?
Now, I'll give everyone a hint. This is the second take, so I know the answer.
Yeah.
We did get far.
What's actually no.
It's
Let me switch it up. What's my favourite fruit?
Oh, mango. Yeah, I know that.
Okay.
You love your mango.
I do.
And you love it. Look.
I love my favourite memory from the US. So basically, just quick background story. We both studied abroad together, same place. Studied abroad together in the same place for a year, and that's kind of how we know each other. But we'll go into that in another question about how we met properly. But yeah, what are some of your favourite memories? Let's say 2 of your favourite memories.
Okay, so the first one is a bit of background. We used to go to the gym together like 4 or 5 times a week.
Mm-hmm.
Basically every week we'd do that.
Yeah.
And there's one time we were sitting there. I think we were on the row machines or whatever. And like at the corner of our eyes, we see something weird going on. You know what I'm talking about. So like with an elliptical, it's really basic to use. Just like whatever.
Yeah.
But we had this guy. I don't know what he's doing. He must have been seeing like his future girlfriend there or something.
Definitely a mess. The man was a mess.
Like he was like, I don't even want to do it.
He was like,
yeah, but like he had the hip movements. That was like, oh yes.
On it, like full on as if that was the normal procedure. No, like he didn't care that anybody was looking at it.
And he was going all out, It'd be different if like going slightly like I don't know wrong.
He was like full on going for it. And I remember like being on the row machine just looking at Daniel like.
And it's like because the ellipticals are like kind of in the middle of the gym. Wherever you go, you could see him.
I think everybody was literally watching him like, good. Yeah. And then what's another memory?
So we had a bet. Was it pool or like Mario Kart?
It was Mario Kart. If it was pool, I would have won.
Whatever. she lies a lot. But
he's not skilled in pool. Anyway, go on.
I beat that guy. I remember.
The guy lost, and that's why you won. Anyway.
Isn't that what happens every time?
No.
Yeah, but
the guy potted the black ball, and then Daniel was like, and the guy was like, "You won," and Daniel's like, "Oh."
But I won. Did you?
Anyway.
No. But anyway, we had a bet, and it's like if I can't remember what would happen if I lost, but if
it wasn't as cruel as your one.
If I won, Mariah had to be nice to me for the rest of the day. And I took her on to my long tour of Charleston. We walked over the bridge, we walked all around the city, and the whole time I was like making her be nice to me. And I've never seen someone so happy in their life.
It felt like I had a gun. Like when he was like, "You're having a nice dinner." I'm like, yeah, so nice. Such a nice
She loved every
time.
second of it. You did. You really loved
No, it was painful. But anyway, my 2 favourite memories from our time in the US, I would say, first one. So, over here in I'm not sure if just UK or Europe in general, squirrels are pretty small, or squirrels, whatever you want to pronounce it.
Oh god.
Yeah, I know squirrels.
No, I just remembered what you were going to say.
So squirrels are pretty small here. And there was this one time, we're outside Daniel's accommodation because I was dropping him off because his accommodation was literally like across the road from mine. So I dropped him off and we're there talking and he was like, bear in mind this is at night. So he's like, oh, there's a screw. And in my head, I'm like, what? I don't think I've ever seen a screw at night. So I turn around expecting to see a screw because this guy obviously says it's a screw. No, I see some fat rat. Literally, the way I clocked it wasn't a screw because it was big enough to be one. Was this tail? I was like, oh my god.
Yeah.
It was on the roof, like along the rim of this building.
Yeah, like on my building, there's this little like ledge, and he was just running across that. I was just like,
I'm not gonna lie. After that, I didn't want to walk under that bridge piece. Like under the thing, I was always worried that it would like drop because I'm like the ledge was so thin that if that like rat lost his foot in, it would have fell down on someone.
oh yeah.
So that was like one of my memories. Another one. Ooh, I think us just like bonding over our hatred for our roommates.
Yeah, because like before, I guess we didn't. I can't really explain it. Before we started moaning about our roommates to each other, like we were friends, but like we were just sort of like.
I feel like we're more like friends / acquaintances. We're more on that bridge thing, and then like the roommate thing was like, oh, you can't stand your roommate. I can't stand my roommate. Friends. Like it was kind of.
There was a lot of just like cussing them out.
He's like, oh, you can't believe what this one just did. Like, there was a lot of that. But another question is obviously how we met. So the way we met was through this study abroad meeting you have prior to going away. This also asks us another question about like what are our first impressions of each other. So we met there. I know there was this big table, and then we had to do, you know, I think it was like it's just basically orientation kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like what to do when you're abroad and da 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 da.
And like there's some other people from who are going to like different uni on that table.
So yeah, it was kind of just like that. So you could meet everyone before we went abroad. And my first impression of Daniel was one. This little beard is nothing in comparison to the beard he had going on. I don't know where he was going with the beard. Okay.
It was a bit long. It just was
too long. And on top of that, he was just really quiet. And as you can probably tell, I don't shut up. So it was cool. He was just very quiet. So I was thinking, this guy's gonna be so quiet. And like I said, I'm not that quiet. So for me, I was a bit just like, I don't think we're really gonna get along a lot. But yeah.
I don't know. It's a bit weird because I had someone who I knew. Like it is weird. Someone in my Spanish class was also going to Charleston, and we both knew we were going to America, but we just never said we were going to Charleston. So that was a bit weird. But yeah, I thought Mariah was just like, she wouldn't shut up to tell you the truth.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't shut up a lot.
And you and there's this other boy, like.
Do not put me in the same caliber as that boy.
No, but like, you know, he was talking a lot.
I mean,
so like a lot of the conversation was more like you two, and then it's like, I would say a little bit.
I don't even remember you saying anything, to be honest. Other than my name's Daniel. Like that's honestly all I remember.
But yeah, it was mostly you and
him. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Do not. So another question is, when is our anniversary? That is
the 18th of August.
Yes.
It's like our first official date.
So we class that as our anniversary.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's
a date. I like that.
Yeah, it was fun. I was slaying. I mean, you were slaying too, but I was slaying.
There's a nice restaurant in Berlin.
I could put a picture of me slaying, but you know, I don't hurt your eyes. Anyway, another question we got is, how was it having a distance relationship during COVID?
Like, I thought it was fine. Like, we handled it quite well.
Yeah.
It was just like, do you know when you just don't like the fact that you can't see someone? Like, you know, there'd be times where I was just like, oh, I'd love to see Mariah today, but
yeah.
I can't, you know, because of everything going on.
Yeah,
like, I thought we handled it fine.
Yeah, I think because we communicated, I feel like we didn't have to sit down and be like, oh, maybe we should talk more often during the day because we can't see each other. It just happened.
Yeah, like a lot of our sort of interactions with each other is like, it's just natural, you know, we're not forcing anything, and that's one of the things that I really like about our relationship. It's just like, you don't have to try.
Yeah, it's just I think it's because we were friends first.
Yeah.
Yeah, so basically we were friends for like about a year.
Yeah.
Or so before we started dating.
Well, we knew each other for
a year.
Technically like a little over a year.
Yeah. And then we started dating.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, for me, I would say the one thing that I found annoying about the whole COVID situation
This
Was
is
that,
supposed to
like-
be done, by the way.
Oh, you can turn it off.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, sorry, we're cooking. But one thing I would say that I found like annoying about the whole COVID situation is obviously like anybody else in the world, it kind of happened out of nowhere. I feel like so many other people would have been able to handle it so much better if we all had an idea that we were all going to go into these lockdowns and all this was going to happen. So then you maybe would have done more. Because like it kind of happened at a time where we were busy anyway with our studies.
And
so yeah,
we were making a lot of plans for when we finished uni.
I'm so glad we didn't book that trip.
Yeah, we looked at when we were looking at holidays. It started off in China, obviously, and then we were like sort of like, oh, okay, it's just something in China, whatever. And then it spread to Italy, and we were looking at going to Sardinia, and I was a lot more optimistic.
Yeah, he was like, let's book it, and I was like, let's wait.
I was really like, oh, you know, it'll be fine. Everyone's just overreacting, and then we're like, oh, let's leave it a couple weeks, and then everything went bad.
Yeah, basically, listen to me. That's what
You are the more like
planning, structural one, and he's more like, let's just go, and I'm like, do you not see it's about to rain? Where's your jacket? Like that type of person. So another question that we have is cute date ideas. We can just list some random ones off the top of our head.
Okay, do you want to go first? Or
All right, so I'd say bowling, ice skating. I'm about to say skydiving because you keep talking about skydiving. Do not go skydiving.
That's a good idea.
Mm-mm.
We're going future video.
He's going. Anyway, like ice skating, go to maybe a bar, clubbing if that's your kind of thing. It's not my kind of thing. Barbecues.
There's a lot of like rooftop like gardens and stuff around London, like Sky Garden. We went to 14 Hills before because it's during when everything was a lot worse. We couldn't go up to the garden, which would have been really cool.
Yeah.
But you can like go up there. There's a bar. There's really nice views. Like Simples. What's it? Simples. There's a I don't know what you'd call it. Just like a rooftop with a bar. I don't know the name of the bar.
I think Madison or Mason, something like that.
Yeah, but you can go up there and it's free anyway, so you can get a nice view.
I imagine you can only really go up there for free when the bar isn't open. But
I mean, we've been up there a few times.
yeah, but the bar wasn't open when we were up there. Because I imagine that they probably put the tables out there as well.
Yeah.
I highly doubt if you're at the bar you don't just randos.
Yeah.
You're spoiling your view. But you got that, and I mean for us, dates we kind of do is like we go on walks and like. Daniel lives near fields, so we go on walks near fields.
Yeah.
And what's it called? What else do we do the days? We're pretty chill actually, to be fair.
Yeah.
Because like I said, we kind of treat our relationship more like not necessarily like a friendship, but like we're more.
It's like
kind of a.
I can't explain it, but it's like.
Yeah, it's kind of like we're kind of like homies, but not really homies.
Yeah, it's
that kind of vibe. Like, it's like chill vibe. So most of the time we're just fighting each other, but not actual like. It's more like. You know what I mean? It's more like, it's like kind of thing. It's like
But yeah, like if you're in London, like you can get a train just out of London, and there's like a lot to do. Like I live in Hertfordshire, like just outside of London. I know in like northern Hertfordshire they have like lavender fields. You can go there, walk through lavender fields. I think they serve food with like lavender stuff on it.
I think so. You can also do things like fruit picking when it's in season. People do those on cute little dates as well, and there's a good photo op and stuff like that. I'm yet to do it. Take me. But yeah, like stuff like that. You can either go for like drives if you drive, or like take a coach somewhere. If you're not in the UK, then I suppose like if you live in a place where there's like cute little restaurants or there's like a nice beach, or if anything, you could get like an Airbnb. And then do like, a cute cook together type thing, or a cute, I don't know, just something cute.
But there's so much like different things you can do, like, I wouldn't, like, obviously you can go online and just search like, best things to do in my local area, but like, if you look around, you can find all these like really nice little spots and stuff where you wouldn't have thought of going there, but it's just like, you can go there, have fun, and have a nice time.
I find it so hard planning dates because like Dan plans most of the dates. Anyway, Dan plans most of them because he's just better at doing that, but I'm just better at planning other stuff in general. I feel like
when we go on holiday, like Mariah is the one to like the perfect person to plan with. Like
I pack to help you do the packing.
She doesn't like packing.
You can't bolt.
But it fits in. If it fits in, you don't need to worry about it.
It's awful.
Yeah, but but no, like you know, like when we went to Prague before, and Mariah found a lot of really cool spots.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, she made
It
a nice
just
trip.
yeah, I'm good at doing that. Another one is who's a better cook? Me.
Yeah, yeah, but seafood, me.
It's because I'm allergic to seafood, so you can't even pull that up. Anyway,
That doesn't matter.
I'm the better cook. If he says we cook together, most likely I put the food on and he just watched.
Who done?
That's meatballs, man. Anyway, okay, so some other ones are how do you find it dating a friend? For me, this is the first time I ever dated a friend, so I'm a bit like, ooh. At first I was a bit like, I don't know, because you know the friendship and blah, 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 blah. But I think if you think you had the kind of friendship where if something didn't work out in terms of the relationship, that you'd be able to go back to being friends and not be awkward, because I think we would be
I
fine,
think so.
then it would be cool, I think. Take the leap if you feel like taking the leap. I think it really just differs depending on what everyone. But like, yeah, at first I found it really weird, and like I'm not gonna like even till now when people are like, oh, I saw your boyfriend, I'm like, who? Like, not in terms of like which one, but I mean, like,
What?
I mean more in terms of like I find it so weird because I'm so used to just referring to you as Daniel. So when anyone's like, oh, your boyfriend or your man, I'm like, I'm gonna need a little bit more description than that. Cause I don't know who you on about. It's like, yeah.
But yeah, it's for me. I think it's just so much better. Like, say if you're trying to find someone on like Tinder, Bumble, I don't know other ones. It's like you're sort of trying to impress from day one.
Yeah.
So it's sort of like, I'm not saying it's fake, but it's like, you know, you put on like your best possible front, and you're sort of trying to impress each other.
Yeah.
Whereas like with a friendship, it's just sort of like, you know the good and the bad already. It's just like, you're still friends, but you're doing much more. If you get me, like, you know, you're doing all this, like, relationship stuff on top of the friendship stuff, and you know.
I feel like the good thing with the friendship stuff as well is like we communicate a lot better.
Yeah.
Because like we had ease communicating before, and I kind of feel like what's it called? If we backtracked, it would have been weird.
Yeah.
Because we went from telling each other everything to pretty much being like,
like I think that's one of the reasons why, when you talked about the like pandemic and distancing earlier, like our communication's so strong that I think that's why it's so like we had like not that many issues with the long distance because we just communicate so well together.
Yeah, like I wasn't down your neck like, why haven't you spoken to me in 2 hours? Like, you know? Yeah. So stuff like that, we're back. So if you notice we've moved a little bit, it's because we went to eat and food was getting cold. So yeah, but we're back and we have 5 more questions that we are going to answer, and then the video is going to be over. But yeah. Okay, so the next question that we were asked is, when do we think we'll move in together?
I don't know. I mean, I'm starting a master's in September.
Yeah.
And mine's a 1-year master's, and you're starting one
September as well, and mine's a 2-year master's.
So probably after that.
The thing is also,
I mean, it definitely won't be within the next year because we're studying in different places.
Yeah. I think I feel like you think it will be after I finish my master's, like the same, not necessarily the same year, because obviously depending on when I get a job and all that, because there's no point just moving in with you and all that. But I think for me it kind of depends on wherever I get a job.
Yeah, because that's like the same with me.
Yeah.
Like for me, if you don't know, I study business. I'm gonna be studying I can't talk. International business, so it's a lot better for me to be closer to a city.
Whereas me, I could potentially be able to work anywhere. So it's kind of like, it depends where we end up working. So like, if you end up working in a city but then I get a job, you know, that's not in a city and we're too far apart, then I can't see us moving together like that. I can see maybe 2 years after I've graduated, I think we would be living together. Or if not, I can see it more being like, we're practically living together, we're just at each other's place all the time. I can see it being like that, but yeah.
And we do have some, like, I wouldn't say what they are, but we do have like some future
things
plans kind of like in motion, like there's a lot of time before then, but
Yeah.
if those plans go through, then we would end up living together then.
Yeah.
But I mean, anything can happen within the next. I mean, they would be what, like in 4 years' time or something.
Yeah, 4 years.
So like anything could happen really. So
So yeah, I think let's say 4.5 years that I believe we'll be living together in some shape or form. But yeah,
it's just busy life and
yeah, because at the end of the day, like our careers come first. Like, you know, love you, but like careers come first, kind of thing. And
it's like no point going to uni for all this time just to like.
Yeah, but I mean, we just really got to do what's ever best for the individual.
Yeah.
Because time will come. You know, I mean, you end up living together eventually.
Yeah.
And I like my space, like, you know, I like that. Yeah. I don't want to wake up every day. I'm joking. I'm joking. No, but I'm joking. I do like my space. Anyway, the next question is, what were our family's first impressions of each other? So, quick background. Did I meet your family while we were friends?
Yeah.
Yeah. I know. I think I met like your immediate family while we were friends, but I didn't meet your nan until.
No.
Yeah. So basically, my family met him while we were friends, and their first impression was he's quiet, but these two are fooling themselves because basically, long story short, I was in a relationship, with someone else while I was in America. They weren't in America, but anyway, I had a long distance relationship while I was there, and I came back, and then I think they met you after I'd broken up with him. Anyway, so they met Dan.
I think it's a little bit after. It wasn't long after.
I think like a week after, to be honest. So then Daniel was being nice to cheer me up. Anyway, so we were gonna go hang out, and since Daniel was around, and I talked about him a lot because we were, studied abroad together, I was like, hey, let me meet the family. He met I think he met Granddad that day as well.
Yeah, I met your granddad, I met
Nicole, so my sister and my mum. And my sister and my mum basically were like, I don't know who these two are fooling because they clearly like each other. Bear in mind, I didn't know anything about that. Okay.
No, like I don't know where they saw that.
Neither do I.
I really don't.
Because I'm like, no, we were just friends then. And they're like, I don't know who you fooling, but yeah, they say that all the time. But like, I don't know if I liked you back then. No, because that would have been like a whole ass week.
Yeah.
Nah.
But no, like. I didn't have any plans of being like,
but no,
yeah.
I think what's it called? Basically, throughout us in America, loads of people assumed we were together because we spent a lot of time with each other.
That happened a lot.
A lot of time.
So,
we see each other every day, without fail.
Yeah.
Even on the days where we're like, oh no, I'm not seeing you today. I've got this to do. We'd end up seeing each other. We bump into each other some way or somehow. So I think that had a lot to play in that as well. But yeah, that was like my family's first impressions. What were your family's first impressions?
Well, it's sort of like the same with what mine were with you. I don't know what happened there. But it's like, she talks a lot.
Yeah, but you're really quiet.
Yeah, but
I do talk a lot.
I don't know. We balance each other out.
I think what's it called? The reason why people, when they see us together and they're like, okay, she talks a lot. Don't get me wrong, I know I talk a lot, but I think it's because of how quiet you are, and because of obviously your family is accustomed to you being so quiet. They probably didn't expect you to like date someone who talks as much as I talk.
Yeah, but yeah, they really liked that about you. Because say with my parents, they're sort of like they're really casual, and they're just like, if you come here as a guest, just make yourself at home, do whatever. Don't be like, oh, can I have a drink, please? Oh, can I have food, please? They're more just like, oh, help yourself, make yourself at home. And because Mariah just came in, was like really sort of like herself straight away, that they love that about you.
Yeah. Mum, if you watch this, I didn't come round and go straight in the cupboard to make my own food. Could you do this, please? And then after a while, I got comfortable and was able to do that. I just had to clear that up. It's rude. You just go to people's houses. Anyway, had to clear that up.
But yeah, when I think you met my nan and we were dating.
Yeah, because she wanted to meet me before.
Yeah.
And then it was like, you were hiding her. And I was like, no, it just never happened.
But no, my nan also loved Mariah.
Loved?
She likes you straight away. Like, you got on really well with her.
Yeah.
And she did do this really awkward thing.
Oh,
like,
God, yeah.
this terror. I don't know why, but this terrified me.
I was scared too.
Like, we were sitting there in the garden doing whatever, and my nan has this friend that lives down the road. And, like, I've only ever met that friend like once before. And out of nowhere, like, because we were just sitting there, you know, sitting in the sun doing whatever. Out of nowhere, she's like, oh, I bought all this food. Can you run it down to, what's her name?
The road, down the road to the friend, basically.
Yeah, and I was like, oh, okay.
You're like, come
Mariah,
on.
you want to come with? And my nan was like, no.
And I was like,
Mariah can stay here with me. And I was like, oh my god, what is she going to say?
I thought
she was going to like grill her
I
out.
thought I was going to get grilled.
Say like embarrassing stories or something, I don't know, but...
Nah, the way she was getting you out the house, I thought I was going to get grilled. Be like, hey, we do my son, my grandson.
Yeah, like, I'm the only, well, other than my cousin now, like, I was the only boy. And I was just like, oh my god, like... Is she gonna like, you better look after my little man?
Listen, sweetheart. I would have been like,
but no, like,
yeah, no,
it all worked out.
It was all fine. Next question is, if we just won the lottery and we're taking a holiday, where would we end up going? Yeah. For me, I was like, what's cool? Because I was like thinking of questions earlier and I was like looking around at them. I was saying that I would possibly maybe go somewhere where my money would make me look rich, basically. Like, I wouldn't go somewhere like, I don't know, Dubai or Monaco because everyone else is just as rich as my lottery money has made me rich. I'd go somewhere where like
your money goes a lot further.
Yeah, and then people are like, oh my god, and I just take it out there somewhere. Yeah. Like, I want to be able to do that, but also to be able to experience so much more. Because just because the currency exchange rate could be lower or something like that, I would rather do that.
See, that's actually a really good idea. Maybe like Bali or something.
Don't be stealing my ideas.
That's a really good idea.
I claimed Asia earlier.
But no, for me, because of everything going on, like, I've been craving a holiday for like months now. Like, I keep like looking at places like, oh, maybe if I book it now, maybe we could go. But then we're doing this and that's happening. I don't know. But it's just like, I want a beach, to be honest with you.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Like,
I bought a new bikini just before lockdown. I ain't been able to wear it.
I think like anywhere in the Caribbean, to be honest with you.
Oh, if I had Caribbean money right now.
Like, just anywhere. Like, you know, I just want somewhere where I can just lay down on the beach and just do nothing. Well, actually, I don't really like that kind of holiday. But like, I just need nice weather. You know, like really nice weather, nice sea. Like,
Basically, we need the sun.
Yeah.
Alright. So next question is, what is your favorite thing about me? My favorite thing about you, I would say, is that like, I don't know if that's you, but like, you're pretty chill, so I'm able to be all like types of myself. You like, I'm able to be like serious, I'm able to be weird. Don't cough on weird. Not that weird. What's it called? I'm able to do that. Like, you know, I'm able to do like be all of it. Yeah, I can be like 1 minute I'm like really quiet, which is very rare. But like 1 minute I'm really quiet, and the next minute I'm like, or like dancing along to some song or something. Just you get it all. I'm all seasons. I'm 4 seasons of it. Yeah. What about you?
No, but my favorite thing about you is, well, actually, it's like the fact that I'm really comfortable around you. That's one thing. But also like, if anyone's watching this who like knows Mariah well, it's like how caring you are.
Okay, stop it.
No, like Mariah has like, I say like a golden heart, you know, like.
Can we not make me smile on camera?
No, but it's true. Like, I won't go into like specifics and whatever, but it's like Mariah does a lot for other people, and like, she puts others before herself a lot. And like, so even with her career, you know, like, some people might be like going into physio for other reasons.
Yeah.
Mariah's going into it to like help people.
Yeah, I mean, for sure,
And,
we
like,
ain't going in for money, so.
No, but it's like, you just talk to anyone who knows Mariah. Like, when I met her granddad, like, a lot of it was like, oh, you know, Mariah's this, Mariah's that. And I was just like, you know, like, that just showed how good of a person Mariah was.
Okay, next question, because we're cut. Okay, we gonna get all emotion here, and I'm not about to be smiling all the time. That's one issue I don't do that. Don't do that. I'm trying to be. Thank you. Anyway, that was nice. No more. Another thing is something that you have learned from being in this relationship with me. Something I have learned from you.
Ooh. I don't know.
I'm savage. That's one thing I've
Savage?
learned. Because what's it called? There'll be certain things I would respond to in a certain way, and you'd be like, "Ugh." But actually, no, let me take that back.
Mariah says the things that I'm thinking.
And then he turns around and goes, how could you? And I'm like,
But I'm thinking the exact same thing.
it's just I say it, but
Like earlier today, for example, like we're walking back because we went out somewhere, and like there's someone just telling these dead jokes. Like they were so bad.
Dead.
Like I can't remember what you said, but I was just thinking the whole time. I was just not gonna say anything. But then Mariah's just like, oh, duh, 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 duh. I was just like, oh my god, thank you for saying it. Like they were terrible.
But if it comes to like actually learning something from you,
It sounds bad, but I'm trying to think of one that's like, I would say is like the top thing. I learned from you. I don't want to say it's like it's alright to be quiet sometimes. It's hard to explain. You have to go first. I really don't know. Going for my list of things, I'm like...
to do random little things. That's what I've learned from you. You do random little things like that I wouldn't think. Not that I wouldn't think of them. It's more that I'm just like I overthink them. So like I'd be like, oh, I'm going to the shop, and I'd be like, okay, cool. And you'd be like, do you want anything? I'm like, no. And then but you come back with something, and you're like, I got you this, and I'm like, so like yeah, like the little things I'd say I've learned from you. Obviously, I understand that little things mean a lot more because I'm more of a little thing type person. But like, yeah, I've learned that from you. How much I know them. Like,
I really don't know. It's just like things I've learned
in this year of our relationship,
It's like
you've learned nothing. I'm just,
that. It's like I would say it's like good. You've like told me like it's. I can't explain it. It's good to like have things planned.
oh yeah.
Even though you
I
it's
think
sort of
that's
the
the planning.
opposite thing. It's like
Yeah.
Mariah's very like makes a schedule, makes plans, like say with all like say uni for example, everything was all like planned out and whatever. With me, I wasn't planning on doing the masters, to be honest with you. I just done things last second.
Yeah.
But like it's good to have like things to work for. If you get me.
There are things
like,
to work towards, and like I'm very like this structural, and you're more like, woo.
Yeah, so like Mariah sort of like taught me that like I guess you'd say. It's like
Yeah, that planning is important.
it's good to sort of have things to like aim for. It's like even though you can sort of just do whatever as time goes on, it's like really good to just sort of have like you can sort of do whatever, but sort of have like something up there that you should be like working towards. And like it's helped sort of like Mariah's really good at like sort of helping me be motivated to like work towards things. So like you didn't quite get me with the Go Hearts Award. I got me the Go Hearts Award. I got Mariah to get this very I wouldn't make fun of the award.
Anyway.
But you know, I got Mariah to work towards this award thing and maybe
But then she didn't motivate himself.
but I'm going back there, so I might be able to get this award when I go back.
Yeah.
If Mariah can motivate me to.
I will do. But
I don't know.
yeah. But those are the questions that we got, and I hope you guys enjoy this video. If you want to see another video of Daniel and I doing that took me off guard. If you want to see another video of Daniel and I, leave a comment down below and hit us up. I would like to say bye bye to you guys. Subscribe. Bye bye. Say bye.
Bye.